In today's YouTube video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new top 5 overpowered loadouts that you should be using right now here in Black Ops 6 Season 3. Now, if you're trying to drop tactical nukes, get higher kill games, increase your KD, or just trying to get better at the game, these are going to be the best loadouts that you need to copy down. So if you guys are new and find this video help you out in any way, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel with notice on, and let's get into it. So now, jumping into my first weapon here, we have the good old Kilo 141, which is hands down the best gun right now here in Black Ops 6. This should be one of the main weapons that you're using right now for high kill games, tactical nukes, and just deleting people. This weapon is super broken, especially with my class setup. It's a 5 attachment build. We're going to be using the iron sights, and we're going to start with the muzzle and add on the monolithic suppressor. We're off the radar, we're staying stealthy, we're being quiet. It is going to help us stay alive a lot longer. Our bullets are traveling faster, they're hitting harder, traveling further. Any gunfight we get into, the damage is up, which is great. So we're going to add this on and make the Kilo even more broken. Now, with us running the suppressor, with us getting the damage range and everything, we do not need to run a barrel. We're not going to be running an underbarrel. We're going to jump into the magazine next and add on the first extended mag. It's a nice 50 round mag. You never have to reload. The time to kill is so fast on the Kilo, so you're never reloading. You don't have to slow down all the time to reload, which is great. So we're going to add this on for our next attachment. Now, for my rear grip, we're going to add on the quick draw grip. If you're using the monolithic suppressor, it is best to run the quick draw grip because of the aim down sight speed getting taken away on that suppressor. The quick draw grip is going to bring that back, fix it, and also give us a little bit more. And also, when jumping, we're aiming down sights faster as well. So this is going to be great. We're going to add this on, fix our handling and everything, which can make this weapon good. Now, for my stock, we're going to add on the balance stock here. This is going to give us strafing movement speed, hipfire movement speed, aim walking movement speed, and movement speed itself. Moving fast around the map, finding more people on the map, getting into more gunfights, and getting those higher kill games. If you're in the middle of a gunfight and you're aiming down sights, you can move faster. And also, moving left to right, strafing, you can actually dodge those bullets real easy. So it is going to help you stay alive a lot longer in those gunfights as well. So we are going to throw this on. And then for my final attachment, we are going to the fire mods and adding on the recoil springs. This is going to give us a ton of recoil stabilization, vertical and horizontal recoil control. This weapon isn't going to move. You're going to have aimbot with this weapon here. Here is the full build for this, and we're going to jump into the firing range real quick just to show you here. This weapon is super broken. Definitely one of my favorite weapons in the game right now. No recoil. Great time to kill, up close, medium range, even if we have to, long range. As long as you see someone, you can take them down. If you need help with anything in Black Ops 6, make sure to check out U4GM. They can help you with any challenge in the game, from mastery camos to the hardest challenge in the game. They also have cheat codes for XP tokens and rare items, and you can use code PARA for 5% off. Now, for my next weapon here, for weapon number 2, we have the SWAT 556, but we're going to turn it into the GRAU. We all know how good the GRAU is. It's good in Warzone. It's good here in multiplayer. And for this class setup, we are going to be using 8 attachments here. But for our first attachment, we are going to turn the SWAT into the GRAU. Makes it a fully automatic weapon. The damage is going down a little bit, making it more feel like an AR and everything. Just overall, it is super broken. I'm sure you've ran into it multiple times already in multiplayer. This is going to be our first attachment, though, for this build. Now, what we're going to actually start with, again, is the muzzle and add on the monolithic suppressor. Again, off the radar, we're staying stealthy, we're staying alive a lot longer, bullets are stronger, they're traveling faster, they're hitting harder and everything. Just overall, making this weapon a lot better, so we're going to add this on. Now, for my underbarrel, we're going to add on the Ranger foregrip. This is going to give us horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. So we're moving faster on the map and also have better control of this weapon horizontally. So the weapon is more calm, it's more smooth, it's going to help you be a little bit more accurate, and also it is going to help you with a little bit more if you want that aggressive playstyle. Moving fast around the map and everything is going to be great with this weapon, so add on the Ranger foregrip. Now, for the magazine, there is only one mag that we can run, which is the full auto extended mag. This is a good thing. We're getting a 50 round mag, but also it gives you recoil stabilization. So the weapon is going to be a little bit more smooth. It's going to be more calm, and it's going to be super easy to control in any gunfight you get into. So we're going to add on the only magazine that we have. Now, for my rear grip, we're going to add on the quick draw grip. This is going to be really important to run just because of the magazine and the suppressor taking away aim down sight speed. This attachment is going to fix the aim down sight speed cons that we're getting here. We're going to get extra, and also while we're jumping, this is going to stack. So our aim down sight speed is going to be really quick if you are someone that jumps around a lot in your gunfights and everything. So this is going to be a great attachment to have on the GRAU 556. Now, for my stock, we're going to add on the light stock. This can help with the best movement speed possible, the Ranger foregrip, and the light stock. We're going to be flying around the map. We're going to be super aggressive, beating people's faces. It's great with this build. You can move slow. You can kind of take your gunfights to longer, medium ranges, or if you want to, be super aggressive, be in people's faces in those short range gunfights. The light stock is going to be really good. And then for my laser here, for my final attachment, we're going to add on the target laser, which I have said in multiple videos. The target laser is the best laser for fully automatic weapons. So we're going to add this on aim walking steadiness, and it's going to, the delay of the sway is going to be there. So that's going to help out a lot. Here is a full build for this. I'm not going to be running an optic. We can't run a barrel, which, you know, it is what it is here, but we are going to jump into the firing range with this weapon here. And as always, we're going to delete people. I mean, we have 5 meters, we have 10 meters, we have 15 meters. I mean, this weapon deletes, I mean, any gunfight you get into, it's going to be super easy to get into and out of. I mean, I'm telling you, the GRAU, it might be one of the top 3 weapons in the game right now. Now, for weapon number 3 here, we have our first SMG on this list, which is the C9, the MP5, whatever you may call it. Now, with the Jackal getting a nerf, it definitely changes the SMG meta, which I think the C9 is going to be one of the best SMGs that you can start using now. Really good damage, really good at long range, and also it's really easy to control. This is why I think it's going to be one of the best SMGs that you can start running now, especially with this class setup. Now, for my muzzle, once again, add on the monolith suppressor. We're stealthy, our bolts are stronger, they're traveling faster and further, overall making the C9 a lot better to use in longer ranges. Now, we don't need a barrel, so we're going to jump into the underbarrel next and add on the Ranger foregrip. Now, the good thing about this SMG, it does have high handling and mobility, so we're moving faster around the map already, and also the accuracy is pretty good. The Ranger foregrip is going to make everything better. The weapon's more calm, it's more accurate, we're moving faster around the map, just overall making the C9 so much better to use, being aggressive, better recoil control and everything, which is good. Now, skipping over the magazine, we're jumping into the rear grip and adding on the commando grip. Now, with us running the monolithic suppressor on an SMG, you can kind of switch up what rear grips you're using. You don't have to use the quick draw grip. If you want to, you can, but the commando grip is going to be a great choice. Aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, jumping aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. If you're running, you're jumping, you're instantly shooting off a sprint or a jump, and aiming down sights really quick, which is good. So we're going to add on the commando grip. Now, for my stock, we're going to add on the infiltrator stock. This can help us move really quick when aimed down sights. Now, if you're someone that likes to pre-aim a lot around corners and just in general looking at that mini-map like me, you are going to get free gunfights. This is super easy to use. You aim down sights, you move fast around the map, you're pre-aiming people. Most of the time in this game, if you're the first person to be aiming down sights and shooting already, you're going to win that gunfight, so the infiltrator stock is going to be a great attachment. And then for my final one here, we're going to the fire mods and adding on the recoil springs. We're getting gun kick control, vertical and horizontal recoil control, so this weapon isn't going to move, but it definitely changes up on what attachments that you can use with the monolith suppressor getting added to this, and the SMGs are going to be a lot better with the monolith suppressor. But we're going to jump into the firing range here. At 5 meters, it takes people out. 10 meters, we have 15 meters. We have about, you know, about 20-15 meters. I mean, the time to kill on this thing is really good, and like I said earlier, with the Jackal getting nerfed, it definitely switches up the meta for the SMGs, and the C9 should be one of the main SMGs that you're using. Now, jumping into our next weapon here for weapon number 4, we have another SMG, the TANTO 22, one of the best SMGs in the game. Honestly, I actually might put this as number 1 with the Jackal getting a nerf. Great damage at long range, fast time to kill at any range. I mean, the TANTO is still very good. It didn't get a nerf. It still has all the buffs from Season 1 and everything up. So the TANTO might be one of the best SMGs that you can use as well. Now, for my build, we actually are going to start with the optic and add on the Kepler Microflex. Now, I like to use the optic on the TANTO. The iron sights are very clean, but I feel like personally, I play a lot better when using an optic on this SMG. I'm going to add on the Kepler Microflex. Like I say in my videos, I think this is the best one to use. I think it's the easiest one to use, so we're going to add this on for my first attachment. Now, for my muzzle next, we're going to add on the compensator. Now, when it comes to stats, if you're looking at just gun stats on this weapon attachment, if you want the best gun kick control and recoil control, the compensator is still the best muzzle in the game, if you're looking at it like that. This is my favorite attachment to run on the TANTO. It does have that weird gun kick, and also sometimes if you're not hitting your shots and you're just holding the trigger down, it can have that weird vertical recoil as well. So I want to throw on the compensator, calm this weapon down. It isn't going to move, and this is going to be our only attachment that we use for recoil control. Now, for my magazine, we're going to add on the 40-round mag, the first extended mag. I like using this a lot. The time to kill is so good on this weapon. You never have to reload. You don't have to slow down all the time to reload or anything like that. So we're going to add on the first extended mag. Now for my rear grip, we're going to add on the assault grip here. We're going to get that jumping sprint to fire speed and sprint to fire speed itself. Now, the Tanto does have that high handling, so I really don't need to worry about aim down sight speed. It already has really fast aim down sight speed, so adding on the assault grip is going to help us be more aggressive in our gunfights. Instantly shooting faster off a sprint is going to help us win more gunfights, so we're going to go ahead and add this on. And then for my final attachment here, you have two options. If you want mobility, add on the no stock or the infiltrator stock. And then for the fire mods, you could add on rapid fire, or you could add on the overpressured rounds for that bullet velocity. It's up to you. Personally, for me, I like the fire rate on this weapon, so I'm not really worried about that, and I do like the mobility, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on the infiltrator stock to move faster while aim down sights. Again, pre-aiming around corners, always being aim down sights and ready for a gunfight is going to help me win those gunfights here. But here's a full build for this. We are going to jump into the firing range with this weapon here, and I mean, the Tanto is still the Tanto. It puts people down very quickly, no matter what range you take this to. I mean, I can go up to 30, 50 meters and still take people out, and I mean, the Tanto is still just easily one of the best weapons in the entire game. And then getting into our final weapon in today's video, guys, we have the AMES 85, which I think it is a top 3 AR in the game right now. Really fast fire rate, nice time to kill, really good at long range, and you can also use this build in rank play if you want to as well, which is great because I know a lot of you guys play rank play. But for my build here, we are going to start with the optic and once again add on the Kepler Microflex. Like I say, this is the easiest and I think it's the best one to use, so we're going to add this on. Now for my muzzle, we're going to add on the compensator. This can help with that vertical and gun kick control, so this weapon isn't going to move whatsoever. Even though it does have a fast fire rate, it is going to be calm, it's going to be easier to control, so make sure you add on the compensator. Now for my barrel, we're going to add on the reinforced barrel. This is going to be a must-have attachment on this weapon. Now, I think it was like Season 2 at the beginning of Season 2, maybe Season 2 Reloaded, or maybe even Season 1 Reloaded. They actually nerfed the AMES 85. The damage went down, so you need to add on the reinforced barrel or the long barrel to get back that damage range. The good thing about the reinforced barrel is we are getting that damage range, but also we are getting that bullet velocity, which is going to be great for those longer range gunfights, so we're going to add this on. Now, skipping the underbarrel, the magazine, we're jumping into the rear grip next and adding on the commando grip. This can give us more aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, jumping sprint to fire speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. If you're jumping, you're running, you're going to be aiming down sights faster and shooting faster off a jump or a run, which is good for that playstyle. And then for my final attachment, we are going to the fire mods and adding on the recoil springs. This is just going to give us a little bit of gun kick control, vertical and horizontal recoil control. This weapon isn't going to move whatsoever, and this build right here, you can use it in rank play, you can use it in public matches, so this weapon isn't going to move. That's all you need to know, and it still has a great time to kill, which we will take this weapon into the firing range. Just to show you here real quick, we have 5 meters, 10 meters, we have about 15 meters, we have 20 meters. I mean, this weapon doesn't move. The time to kill is great. Even if we have to, 50 meters, no problem. I mean, the AMES 85 is definitely one of the best ARs in the entire game when it comes to a nice time to kill, so go ahead and use this build. But here are my top 5 loadouts that you should be using right now for tactical nukes, high kill games, and increase your KD. Or if you're just trying to get better, these are the builds you need to use. But go ahead and copy them down. Let me know what your favorite build was. And if you get any crazy games, let me know in the comments. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.